Selman.
You know, we're all here. No, we're still missing Benjamin. Okay.
Is this one? Okay, thank you.
Has Tim signed in, or is he going to be absent again this month?
Tim.
I'm right here.
Yeah, he's.
You meant Benjamin. Benjamin's not here.
Oh,
I wasn't here last month, but
there's Tim.
Yeah, Tim's here.
Okay, he wasn't in my little list of dramatis personae, but now he is.
Try something, just curious. No, that washes me out. This is the best lighting right now.
It doesn't matter. You can't get enough lighting right for you, Paul.
Thank you. Well, I'm in my basement office shop room. And that's my Fender guitar neon clock behind me.
Well, you just did that to make us envious.
I know. And somebody lost my Christmas lights decoration. Now this is my man cave, a high-tech man cave. You'd appreciate a Fender clock, John, with your collection of guitars.
Yeah, there's, I think, 4 Fenders in this room with me actually right now.
Well, I bought the clock off Paul Braden down at Woodsy's a couple years ago.
Good dude.
Huh?
He's a good dude.
Well, I know Paul. He belongs to my church. I see him a lot. He put some really nice sound gear in our building.
I'll bet.
It's 7:01. We may want to start the meeting.
Sounds good. Thank you, Bridget.
Let's go.
All right. We will get started with call to order the August 17th, 2020 City of Kent Board of Zoning Appeals public hearing and business meeting. And we will jump into the preamble. Variance requests will be considered in the order that they appear on the agenda. Each variance applicant or their representative will first explain the request to the board and will respond to board questions. The board will then hear statements from persons supporting the variance, followed by statements from those persons opposing the variance. All persons making statements will do so under oath and shall state their name and address for the record. Their testimony shall be directed to the board and not to the audience. If a member of the audience wishes to ask a question of one of the speakers, he or she shall first be recognized by the chair and direct the question to the chair. The chair will then direct the question to the appropriate witness. This will allow the meeting to be conducted in an orderly manner. Written statements have been provided to the board. They will be included in the record of this meeting. At the chair's discretion, they may be read into the record during the meeting. After all testimony has been taken, the board will discuss and review the request. Generally, the board will decide to approve or deny each requested variance at the meeting that it hears the testimony. Some decisions may be continued for further review.
Off to a good start. Okay, you know, I need to hear Eric.
That was Eric's cue.
Your call cannot be completed at dial.
Okay. Now Eric says in every instance where the board,
Be completed at dial. Please
Right.
consult the directory and call again or ask your operator for assistance.
Just a moment. We're having a couple technical issues. Just a second.
All right. In every instance where the board grants or recommends a variance, there must be a finding by the board that one, the strict application or provisions of the zoning code would result in practical difficulties or unnecessary hardship inconsistent with the general purpose and intent of the zoning ordinance. Two, there are exceptional extraordinary circumstances or conditions applying to the property involved or to the intended use or development of the property that do not apply generally to other properties or uses in the same zoning district. Three, the granting such variance will not be of substantial detriment to the public interest or to adjacent property owners or in such districts in which the variance is sought and will not materially affect the purpose of the zoning ordinance.
The Board of Zoning Appeals operates according to the provisions of the Kent City Zoning Code, which provides for the establishment of the board. Members of the board, Kent citizens serving without pay, visit sites and hear evidence both pro and con at public meetings before carefully and conscientiously rendering a decision. After a decision has been made, the case is closed for the board, as there is no provision in the code for the board to reopen a case. If the petitioner disagrees with the findings of the board, there are only two proper procedures. One is to resubmit a revision of the request that is more compatible with the code, and the second is to institute legal procedures in the common pleas court. We will give the city just another couple of minutes to.
while you're giving the city a couple minutes, you want to take roll call?
We could absolutely do that. Thank you.
Enter your participant time.
Dave,
All right, Dave Mail.
thank you.
Continue.
Paul Salmon,
Thank
Tim
you.
Czar,
And Jonna Burton, absent at present is Benjamin Tipton. And we will wait a moment for the city so that we can swear everybody in before we move into the new business.
Is the issue, the technical difficulty issue with Zoom itself? I use it a lot. Is there something I might be able to troubleshoot?
oh, there's Benjamin.
Having problems with our, we hear you and then we hear it through the YouTube, so we're trying to figure out what's going on.
Benjamin, do you mind announcing yourself for roll call, please? I did not catch that. Did anyone else?
No,
No,
Neil Hurd.
You're very quiet, Benjamin, but I think I heard you that time.
Until the host releases the hold.
It might leave the meeting and then rejoin the meeting.
Somebody's checking in from Marin County.
We actually. The problem is the YouTube.
can you just mute